All right. Hello, everyone. So we are just continuing with the woodpecker puzzle solving session, and today we are at puzzle 7 from this Leach's study, which has, I think, 64 puzzles in total. So we'll try to go through as many as possible, um, and do some puzzle solving. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so I can see, okay, right away I can see that my rook is attacking his bishop, which is defended by the queen. And at the same time, if I basically push this pawn over here, then I'm basically threatening to checkmate as well as I'm attacking the queen. So if the queen moves anywhere else apart from taking the pawn, then I basically deliver checkmate. Unless he goes over there, though. But even in that case, I can still win the piece because I can just try to give the checkmate and he'll capture my queen. No, I mean, in that case, I would probably just try to deflect this bishop. Deflect the queen by taking the bishop. Okay, so let's just circle back. Okay, so I can push this pawn, which creates a double attack. He can either move his queen to over there, or he can capture my pawn. If he captures my pawn, then he basically relinquishes the defense of this bishop over here, so I can just capture it and I'll be up a piece. And sorry about that. And the other thing is you can try to go back over there. In that case, I can still take the bishop because the queen is then overloaded, defending both this checkmate and the bishop, and so he will have to give up the bishop to keep defending the checkmate. So I think that's the solution. Let's try it out. Okay, so he just takes it. I can just take the bishop. Okay, cool. So I guess let's move on to the next one then. Okay. Okay, this is easy. You just capture this bishop. If he captures it, then you get this fork, right, of the king and queen, and you basically are up a bishop in that case. Is there anything else? It seems like this is it. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay. So we have an end game here. Okay. Right away, I see that this king is actually overloaded. I'm attacking the knight as well as I'm attacking the rook. So if I basically take this knight with my rook, then he would take my rook and he will have to give up his own rook in the process. And after having taken this knight, I am basically 2 pawns up, and it's a winning endgame. Is there anything else? Well, if this bishop had not been here, then probably I could have just gone over there and give a check, which would have pushed him back, and then I would have taken this rook instead, right? But his bishop is over there, so I think this should be the solution here. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, so we have a heavy piece end game. Seems like his king is basically not so cozy. So how can I try to punish him? Okay. Right now the king does not have any squares left. And his queen is also kind of not having too many squares left. Whoa. I think that's a very pretty one. So if I take this knight with my queen, then unless he takes it with the pawn, it's basically going to lose him his queen, because he'll have to block it with his queen, otherwise there is no way. And if he takes it with the pawn, then I basically get this check, and then basically this is a checkmate. That's pretty. Okay. Alright. Cool. Let's move on. Okay. This is interesting. Feels like there should be something with the king. It's kind of stuck, right? Okay, so let's look for some forcing moves. Okay. There are many ways to actually give a check to this king. Alright, so I can try to give this check, but I think he'll just capture it, and I cannot lose any tempo doing any like non-check moves, because there is a checkmate that I have to defend. Okay, what else can be done? Okay. Let's think about it. Also, I can't just do a rook lift. I was actually thinking maybe this h7 pawn is weak, so I can try to attack it somehow, but that runs into this. Okay, can be done here. It can be done here. Okay, let's think about it. So crazy thought. Can I go there? I can't take it with the rook because he runs into checkmate. This is not possible because I think I can just go there. Okay, then he would probably have to take it with his queen. Now that his queen has moved, I can give this check, and let's say he takes it with the bishop. I can still take it and give a check, and so he basically goes there. Nah. I mean, I thought that I could just go back and give a check, and he pushes king over there and try and do something with the rook there, but his queen will be over here, which will protect the rook. Okay, what else can be done? Okay. Okay, this is a tough one. at least for me. Let's see. Uh, okay, I'm not supposed to give up. Just think through. So checks, captures, and attack. Those are the things that I should look out for at first. So I can give a check there, there, and there, and there, and there, and then I can give a check there. I can actually take that rook also. And when it comes to captures, I can take these guys. Take that also. If I take this, then he takes it with the queen. Do I have anything there? Try to go there, but he just blocks it with his bishop. So I mean, you can just come over here and there's nothing. If I give that, then it takes. I would need to take it. Yeah, that does not work because he takes, I take, and he gives me a checkmate. Okay. Okay. What else can be done here? problem is I cannot just simply pass it, I mean, because of this. So I can't make a quiet move. Okay. This is difficult. Let's think about defense. Okay, so how do I defend this? What are the ways? I could capture either of these two or give a check. So that right away I do not have a check, or I can just try to block it this way, or I can come back and try to defend. Right. Or there are some moves with the rook that runs into this bishop. I mean, if I try to, let's say, defend it in this way, I cannot really take this because of this check. But I mean, that does not actually accomplish anything. That's the problem. Let's think about it. So I can give this check. He'll take that. Can I do something else now? Now that his bishop is over there. Doesn't seem likely. So go there, he takes it, give me check, takes the bishop, queen check, king over there, queen check again. And I have a perpetual there, I think. Sure, it seemed like I had a lot more than that. And I cannot find anything. Let's see. Okay. That looks like the next. That's it? Perpetual? Okay. Damn, that was hard. Did not think that perpetual was the goal. I had seen the perpetual a long time ago, but I thought that there was something more. Alright, having gotten stuck at this for so long, let me try to go to the next one and see if I can do this one a bit quicker. Okay, so I have this check over here, and he would go back to either of these two squares. If he goes to h8, then I just have rook check, queen takes, and that's checkmate. And if he actually goes back to g8, then also I have rook check, queen takes, and then I can take this. Okay, I think that's the one. Go there, okay. Alright, that one was easy. I think that should be all for today. I think we did 6 puzzles today. The 5th one was quite difficult, but I'm happy that we got to the end without having to take any help. So alright, I'll see you guys on the next one.